Sports app.
Yep, you heard it there. Premier League leaders Arsenal, they're going to line up today against Chelsea at the Emirates today. And no doubt, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta will be hoping his side can keep up their title charge with another victory. Now, Arteta has won 7 and drawn 3 of his last 10 games against the Blues. It's a record that surely sees the Gunners as favourites, but Liam Rosenior...
Sorry to interrupt. Did you write this?
I didn't write this. I can tell you who did, but I'm not going to,
This is very Arsenal focused,
they may wear red to bed, I'm just saying. But Liam Rosenior's Chelsea, they're on a strong run of form, losing just 2 of their first 12 games with Rosenior in charge. But those
She's not nervous at all,
against Arsenal, not even a little bit. Kickoff is at 4:30, and there's going to be full match commentary here on 5 Live. Let's speak to Albert Mo, Arsenal fan, and Tima Nichols, Chelsea fan. Good morning to you both.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. I mean, Albert, did that sound like it was an Arsenal biased introduction?
To be totally honest, Jenna, I'm quite happy with it. I'm not going to lie. And it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm a big athletics fan, so I'm all for it.
Listen, Albert, we could be here all day. But I'm going to start with Tima just to balance this out a little bit. I mean, Tima, for Chelsea, they've got it all to do. You know, I think John Terry's come out and said he thinks that Chelsea got to start hard and fast. They've got to score first to take those 3 points against Arsenal. What do you think?
I think it's going to be a very difficult game. Obviously, we don't have the greatest record at the Emirates, but we are better away from home. And if there's any time to kind of put to bed any bad omens, it's got to be today, because we're chasing that top 4, and we also want to end Arsenal's title hopes as well. So,
do you think with Chelsea? I mean, it's a London derby in the first instance, but do you think they're up to this? Do you think they're up for it as well? And I think coming up against a team like Arsenal, you have to feel it. Do you feel that Chelsea are in that space right now? Because they've been a little bit inconsistent this season, haven't they?
Yeah, I think it's a very difficult question, because you just never know what Chelsea are going to turn up, even in the big games. And obviously, we didn't do well in the League Cup, but I mean, we have to try and go there and be positive and understand that we could probably get a positive result, but it's difficult. I can't say that I'm very confident in terms of this game, but you've got to be hopeful, to be honest.
When you talk about confidence then, Albert, we're looking at, Arsenal top of the table, beat Tottenham last week. I mean, a win today almost feels inevitable. However, we then, as a squad, for Arsenal, they go and draw against a side like Wolves, so what is it with Arsenal at the minute trying to make sure that they can win these games to make sure that they can march towards the title?
Yeah, it's just trying to rubber stamp our authority, really, because when you look at it from the point of view, I think Arsenal got us 13 points out of a possible 24 before going in today, and we've had opportunities to sort of move the advantage of going a bit more further in the City, but I just think it's a mentality thing, Janet, when it gets to a certain period of the season, when it comes to Arsenal, as you pretty well know. But I think for the players, they need to get out of that kind of mode where they've played together for a few seasons now, and it's about being the nearly men and being, not being the bridesmaid and actually getting over the line. So the pain of missing out on Champions League before and then missing out on the league title, that should fuel them to try and obviously get over the line. But we've got a good record against Chelsea. I think that we've only lost to them twice in 16 under Mikel's reign. So our home record's pretty good this season as well.
I mean, Tima, gone are the days where Didier Drogba would wake up on an Arsenal morning and absolutely, he would charge towards the Emirates knowing that it was his day. And I guess from a mentality perspective, Albert makes a point. So a lot of people are talking about Arsenal not necessarily having that last bit of the percentage, that winning mentality. Is that something that you think Chelsea could exploit, perhaps?
I think so. I do think so. But as I said, we're so inconsistent this season that you just don't know what the score is going to be. It could be anything from a 1-0 win to Chelsea to absolutely getting pummeled 4-0. So it just very much depends on how Chelsea turn up. But I'm hopeful that Liam Rosenior can motivate this team and that they can at least have a good game against Arsenal. But I think the momentum is with Arsenal going into this game.
And I guess then, Albert, when you look at Enrique Eze in the midfield, what he did against Spurs just last week, is that a strategy do you think Arteta will take into this game against Chelsea, or maybe he'll have a different approach?
And for me, he absolutely needs to. You're talking to an Eze fan club here from when he's at QPR and when he's at Palace. He's a beautiful player to watch. And I think with Eze, yes, football sometimes is about a confidence thing, but I think with him, what would be more ideal, and I can't think for Mikel, is just to say to him, you've got these runner games, you're going to start, and it's up to you to rubber stamp your place into this side. But he's that stardust. He gives us that something different, Janet. He's a maverick type of player. You need that, which I don't think Arsenal had really for a number of years. So I hope he gets a run of games now.
Okay, well, Albert and Timo, I wish you both the best of luck today. It should be good. Try and keep the nerves in check.
Hopefully.
Let's see.
I'll be there today. I'll be there.
Fantastic. Okay, well, that kickoff is at 4:30. Full match commentary right here on 5 Live. The time is 7:32.